If you ask any 3D artist about the best tool for simulation, they will universally agree about one software, as if there is no competition at all. The software in question is of course SideFX Houdini, and regardless of the competition, Houdini continued to be undisputed and unrivaled. But why is that? And what are the reasons that make it untouchable and so dominant in the VFX industry? Which means that for sure there is more to it than meets the eye, and this is what we're gonna discover in this video. The story of Houdini began with Kim Davidson, a Canadian artist and computer scientist, in addition to Greg Harmonovich, an engineer and designer who were passionate about the field of computer graphics. But before there was Houdini, we first had Prism, which was a set of tools for computer graphics that started at Omnibus during the mid-80s. And around that time, Omnibus was the largest CG production house in the world. However, the dream was short-lived because in late 1987, Omnibus got into trouble and fell into bankruptcy. And in the middle of this chaos, Kim and Greg, who had previously helped in the development of Prism, knew it had great potential, to the point where they even risked their own money and borrowed more to purchase the technology and founded SideFX. And eventually, as you probably already figured out, this technology turned into Houdini, a software that was first released in 1996, and essentially, it was the rewriting of Action and part of Prism, but in C++, in addition to loading it with more power to take advantage of the fast graphics cards. And over the years, it has established itself as a standard for VFX in film and the animation industry specifically, but also with an influence that extends to video games, advertisements, and various other domains, as it continues to deliver an incredible level of top quality visual effects, and it is widely used in almost any major VFX company, including Walt Disney Animation Studios, Pixar, ILM, Weta Digital, Double Negative, and many other studios. To be honest, there are many aspects that make Houdini unique, but when we try to break it down, we have 4 big things that stand out. And the most striking one is its procedural workflow. You see, unlike traditional workflows that often require manual edits and adjustments, Houdini offers one of the most flexible and dynamic systems, which means you can make any changes to the simulation setups and systems at any stage without the need for redoing any of the previous work. When it comes to how you can achieve this, in Houdini, everything runs on a node-based workflow. So basically every action and effect within a simulation is represented with a node. And then you can connect these nodes with each other however you want to create all kinds of interactions. The best and maybe the scariest part is that you can keep adding more and more, more nodes to an infinite level, as long as your computer can take it. And that's how you can achieve some mind-blowing effects and spectacular results. And within these nodes, you have attributes that you can edit and change. For example, the general theory behind simulations such as fire and smoke is the use of particle system, and then a solver to transform the particles into the effect. So with the procedural workflow, you can edit the parameters of the particles inside the nodes, and you can do this anytime and however you desire, such as adjusting the particle count, forces, collisions, and so on, without having to start from scratch. Speaking of which, I have tried many particle systems in my lifetime, but I have yet to find one that comes close to what Houdini can do. It is very fast and lets you customize everything to a crazy degree, as well as the ability to achieve complex particle behavior, in addition to combinations that are both realistic and unbelievable at the same time. While there are many effects you can add to the particles, you can for example make them react to surfaces, direct their motion with a curve, or you can draw them yourself. Or maybe with forces, which simulate real-world physics effects like gravity, wind, turbulence, and magnetic fields, or even using noises to change their swirl sizes, pulse length, roughness, turbulence, and so on. And the cherry on top, like we said, these particles can then be turned into simulations by using solvers. But it is important to mention that there are simulations that don't need a particle system, and they simulate physical phenomena or dynamic behavior within a 3D scene with the use of 3D objects, such as a dynamic solver that is used for simulating rigid body dynamics such as collisions and constraints, as well as cloth, vellum solvers, and more. And behind these solvers, there are many technical trickeries like the use of physical concepts, algebra, dynamic operators, and solutions to evolve an object's geometry over time, which I think we can all agree, as artists that we are not too bothered with. But if you look at any of the simulations made with Houdini and then compare it to other simulations, you can see the difference of quality, which makes Houdini stand out. As you can see, from a purely technical perspective, there are many elements that make Houdini unrivaled within its category. But actually, is there even a category in this case? Many of you might say yes, and I would agree with that, which we can go through in a minute. But one area that is often overlooked is how specialized it is. I mean, compared to the rest. Just like how this artist who put it perfectly, Houdini is actually a very specialized software. It is the best at what it does, but falls short at basically everything else. Blender would be a better example of a jack of all trades. However, the generalist nature of Blender means it can't beat any other software in their specific areas, like Houdini in simulations, ZBrush in sculpting, and Substance Painter in texture painting. And these are some of the examples. Under that spirit, Houdini is one of the most specialized commercial software in the VFX industry. It focuses on specific areas of the CG production, which allows its developers to perfect these niches better than the rest. To add on that, after dominating the industry for years, Houdini became fully implemented into the VFX pipelines, with a compatibility that some rivals can only dream of. For example, you can export the results to other software by adjusting things like VDB, which is a popular file in the industry for storing volumetric data. In plain English, it can export effects such as smoke and clouds, or represent a surface like water or other fluids. Besides, it also supports most of the popular rendering engines out there. Sure, it comes with Mantra and Karma, which are great render engines, but you can always use the other names like Renderman, Arnold, and Redshift, just to name a few. It can also be integrated with version control systems like Perforce, and from experience, I can tell you it is a necessity for collaborative VFX work, and simulation pipelines of course, where multiple artists and teams work on different aspects of a project simultaneously, and they manage changes, track revisions, and maintain a history of modifications, as well as the ability to create HDAs. And for this one, think of it as encapsulating the whole node network into one node, and that can be shared across teams. Houdini APIs also allow the creation of plugins with scripting languages like Python or C++, but also with VEX. While it's not an alternative, it is a more efficient general purpose language for writing shaders and custom nodes. With that being said, I'm sure we can all agree that Houdini is a beast when it comes to creating stunning CGI. But don't get me wrong though, it is a big part of why it is unrivaled. When you think about it, it is also because no other software is honestly trying to keep up with it, at least not at the same level. And while there are many software options to compare it to, I feel like for the moment, the closest options to replace Houdini can be Embergen, Maya with plugins such as Phoenix FD, also Max with Thinking Particles and Tyflow, Cinema 4D with Axe Particles, and Blender with add-ons like Flip Fluids and RBD Lab. For the case of Blender, which is of course a fan favorite, as much as I love the software, it is simply not good enough in terms of VFX and simulations compared to Houdini. Simply put, the particle system is limited, and the current simulation solvers can't reach the same quality. However, it is worth mentioning that geometry nodes look very promising and might become a stronger solution in the future, but it is kind of far from reaching what Houdini can do at the moment. The very same thing can be said about other software. They are great tools, no doubt about that, but Houdini is still in a different league, for the reasons we have talked about in this video. Generally speaking, it is more stable, and the particle system and solvers are incredible, and you can tweak every tiny detail in your effects, and with a level of control and customization that to this day, I couldn't find a similar feat in other software. I understand that it is hard for some to accept this fact, but if you have some experience with the software, you will realize how powerful it is. And as things currently stand, Houdini is still the king for the foreseeable future. And there you have it. I hope you guys found this video useful and informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can also check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.